We're back with DFN number 22 for EU, and of course it wouldn't be a fight night without once again, for the third week in a row, Parivision meeting up against Virtus Pro. Could Parivision finally take down VP and get their chance at redemption up against OneWin in the finals? Well, let's find out. Parivision locked in Bebop only to put him with the Lash in lane, giving him no real kill potential until ults were online. With a relatively slow laning phase out of both teams, the first Guardian goes down at the 9-minute mark, with Listic rotating in to secure it. TaS brings out the power of the Bebop by denying the Urn turn-in with the zone control out of his Hyper Beam and getting one kill, but eventually the Urn gets scooped back up and turned in for VP, and TaS loses his life.
Deal with this Bebop laser whatsoever, so he's just overwatching. The Urn is so incredibly close to that drop-off though.
Just look on to the holiday, but that means it's not going to be available for the Urn. Urn might be about to be turned in as see TaS going down. Urn is turned in by Shriek. I mean, you get a little bit off that with the Owl Hyper Beam, but it's still vastly in VP's favor. Where, by the way, you know, in the setup to that fight, Jake, you're talking about, okay, they're going to wait for Affliction. That's exactly what they did. They waited for Affliction to come back.
The lead for VP had grown to 13k souls 14 minutes in, and this further got worse when the next Urn spawned, and VP were able to use it to take mid-boss by stalling a turn-in and catching Parivision farming lanes instead. With the rejuve they've just secured, VP were able to force a fight at the turn-in, getting 3 kills and the Urn.
So VP grabs another Urn. You look at guys looking for the swap, can't get it in time. It was so close, Jake, yet so far. KLS able to punish Saf though in turn. Virtus Pro still coming out way ahead so far, getting Walker, Urn, and trading out 1 for 2.
Way more than that now, ZP. The rest of the squad is crumbling.
Flash forward a few minutes and the lead had gotten out of hand at 25k for VP, but a quick hook at a TaS keeps Parivision alive.
They can play for the mid boss. They don't have to fight too close. It's a nice hook on a Pocket who used the cape and got caught, so I think is out of tools here. Tornado just gonna rip the so many defensive skills, but I still think Pocket is gonna go down. Nice bag on the floor. It's a great spot to fight for Parivision. 2 kills already.
That was an insanely well-timed hook from TaS.
Virtus Pro spent a lot of time respecting the hooks at a TaS that the game stalled for a bit, but as the mid-boss respawns, both teams are forced to fight over it.
So this one pans down. They decided to go in before it's popped. They respect the Shadow transformation. They use the Bebop laser in over the top. They have the Lash still waiting in the wing, still has a death slam, and the combo comes in. Zergy gets explores in, gets comboed out. However, leaves his mark. TaS ends up falling right after. Saf though on Michaelis have gotten rid of the threat. Michaelis wasn't able to even drop Affliction there. And now Parivision, is this the comeback of their dreams? 3 down for VP, only 2 down for Parivision here so far. Wolfie getting hit with the lasso, down he goes. 3 on 3, and Virtus Pro still might just be a little bit too far ahead, Jake.
Trades are decent though. Paradox coming in to try and finish off the mid boss. They don't have much damage at this point. And Parivision still looking, waiting around the rings, but coming in too close. Yeah, you see how quickly those VP players get off the mid boss, instantly start hunting for kills. There's maybe an opportunity to go for a steal here for Saf if he wants to try.
They got the Viscous. This is not free at all with Puddle Punch. All right, let's see the Puddle Punch magic here with the Greytown. They drop the wall on top of it. What's it going to be? They move on in, and a Shriek comes out with the rejuve. The steal not successful, and Parivision end up losing their last 2 members for the attempt.
The next Urn spawns, and once again VP pick it up early. Zergy distracts Parivision and pulls them out of position for an easy turn-in plus some more kills.
They're chasing out Zergy as we speak. You see Zergy just hitting the nitros and running away. Meanwhile, though, while they're trying to support, but KLS gets caught. Again, another fight where no Affliction down from the VP pocket. And this creates an opportunity now for Parivision. Up 1. They lose the GT, though, at the start. But it's Saf actually gets its Urn turn in while the skirmish is going down. Even if Parivision's able to disengage now, this is a good fight.
The previous fight turned in a first stage patron take for VP as we move forward 3 minutes to the final fight of the match, with Demov kicking things off with a lasso.
The other way, there's always the threat of that Obakim swap. Lasso now onto Saf. Reasonably tanky option though, hard hero to actually nuke down, especially with that cube E-shift now coming out. Both teams trading skills, neither team fully committed just yet though. Now dive comes in, but combo here in the small room.
Should be a dead holiday, you'd think, and no. Not just yet. Instead, Michaelis, though, able to go ahead and able to drop the Affliction this time. Not denied. And you look at Parivision again, real low. Saf burned on down. Here comes Listic. Look at me, the cleanup crew. Lash in his sights. Just needs a little bit more. Looking for the Lash. And he gets him. The right click right before the door. 2 down for Parivision. They lose team off in turn, but it's 3 for 1. Virtus Pro far ahead, and they decide we're going to take this right to Patron. We want to go to the money match later today. And Parivision, we'll see what, if anything, they can do to defend this. But for VP, Jake, they are all in.
The Patriots not dropping too quick. Parivision, though, it's because the players are being turned on now. They came out for the defense. They're being focus fired down. Just Mirage now, too little, too late. And it's going to be Virtus Pro booking their ticket for another shot at one win, our current title holder champions in Europe.
It was amazing to see Tasson Bebop once again here and show that he can pretty much single-handedly control the pace of a game, as Virtus Pro were forced to respect it. But of course, like always it seems, Virtus Pro will always best out Parivision as they go on to take one win on in the finals. Make sure you guys like and subscribe here to Locked In, and go check out the recap of the championship match over in DFN number 22.